After 15 years of building a business with my wife, she filed for divorce and froze our accounts. I was living out of a motel when I saw the new company website. She'd rebranded it with her name only. "You are just back-end," she texted. "I'm the face." But she forgot one thing. I still owned the original domain, and the email list was still linked to my name. The next newsletter they got wasn't what she expected. 15 years. That's how long I worked side by side with my wife building our business from the ground up. I was 28 when we started. She was 31. We lived in a small apartment just outside Eugene, Oregon. We were broke, excited, and full of plans. She had the ideas. She knew how to sell things, make them look good. I knew how to build. I handled the site, the tools, the automation, the customer system, the analytics. I set up the billing infrastructure. She was front-facing: YouTube, blog posts, client calls. I did everything else. I didn't mind. I liked being in the background. I didn't care about credit. I just liked building something with her. I really thought we were a team. For the first few years, it was rough. We'd stay up late talking about what wasn't working, eat ramen while fixing code bugs, cry together over bad sales months. Slowly, it turned around. Year 5, we started pulling in steady money. By year 8, we hired 2 freelancers. By year 10, we were clearing close to $600,000 a year. We never went viral. Just a slow, solid climb. We specialized in digital products for small businesses, downloadable productivity templates, invoice kits, planning sheets, and automated spreadsheets. I built custom tools in Python that handled client uploads and data validation. All the tech ran through me. We ran everything under a joint LLC. My name and hers. The site was hosted on a domain I bought under my name back in 2009. I handled the email list, the CRM, the Stripe integration. We had SOPs, backend dashboards, automatic refund systems, everything we needed. Then, around year 12, she changed. It was subtle. She started referring to it as her business in casual conversation. She'd say, "My company does X," instead of "our company." She started hiring freelancers without looping me in. She changed passwords, said it was for security. I asked her one day why I couldn't log into the business account. She said, "You overthink everything. It's just easier if I streamline it." I didn't argue. I thought maybe she was stressed. I just kept doing my part. Then one day, I came home and the locks were changed. I still remember it. Tuesday. Cold. I was carrying groceries. There was a printed note taped to the door. It said, "Please respect my space. I've filed. I'll contact you when I'm ready." Her name, that was it. No call. No warning. No conversation. I stood there for 10 minutes holding a bag of eggs and bananas. I checked my phone. Nothing. Then I tried her joint bank account. Frozen. Business accounts? Frozen. Stripe login? Disabled. Email? Locked out. I had no money. No place to sleep. I used my last working debit card to pay for a cheap motel near Springfield. It smelled like cigarettes and carpet cleaner. I ate from vending machines. I called a friend and asked to borrow money. I told him I was going through something. I didn't say what. I was too embarrassed. I stayed quiet for about 3 weeks. Tried to get a lawyer. Couldn't afford the retainer. Then one night, I opened my laptop and checked the original domain. It was still mine. She forgot. Or maybe she thought I'd give it up. It still redirected to the old landing page I built. Then I looked up the email marketing platform. MailChimp. I had backed it up last year just in case. Still pointed to my login. She had imported a new list, but she didn't change the owner. I had access. That was when I checked her new site. She launched a new brand under her name. New colors. Same products. Same testimonials. Same layout. Slightly modified names. CEO. Her name, in big letters at the top. Built by a leading voice in business strategy. She even listed the same reviews from customers who had written to us. I texted her. She didn't reply. I emailed. Nothing. Then finally one short message, her. "You were just back-end." I'm the face. That's how people saw it. I'm moving forward. That hit harder than the divorce papers. I wasn't angry right away. I was just stunned. Like someone pulled the floor out from under me, and I was still midair. She didn't just leave me. She erased me. Acted like I was never part of it. Like she built it all herself. But she made a mistake. She underestimated how much of the system I had built. How much of it still ran through me, even if she didn't know it. She was preparing a New Year launch campaign. I saw it in the system. She scheduled a big email push, social rollouts, influencer shoutouts. I waited. Then I scheduled a newsletter from the original domain. Subject: a quick note from the original co-founder. I didn't use dramatic language. I didn't insult her. I wrote the timeline. Proof of our joint LLC. Old screenshots of our shared dashboard. Metadata on product files showing my author name. Even video timestamps from Zoom calls where I was training our freelancers. I didn't even say, "Don't buy from her." I just ended it with, "You deserve to know who really built what you're using." The email went out 2 hours after hers. That's when the chaos started. Customers emailed me, shocked. Some were angry. Some thanked me. One posted the email on Reddit. Another wrote a blog about it. Then someone messaged me privately, a freelancer she still used. He sent me screenshots. She had been telling them I left because I didn't want to scale. I had the receipts. She had lied to clients, to partners, to vendors. By the end of that week, 3 clients pulled out. She disabled comments on Instagram, deleted old videos. 2 weeks later, she issued a vague company update on her site, saying she was pausing all sales. I didn't stop there. After she went quiet online, I expected her to contact me. Maybe try to settle. Apologize. Even just threaten me. Nothing. Not a word. So I pushed a little more. I took the original domain and rebuilt it. I listed every product we had ever launched. I didn't change the names. I didn't have to. I had version history showing I was the original author. I uploaded the files, added a PayPal button, and offered them at a pay-what-you-want price. In 2 days, I made almost $5,000. Then came the email from her lawyer. It was stiff, cold. "Cease and desist," it said. Accused me of trademark violations. Claimed I was using her brand identity. I forwarded the email to an IP lawyer I found through a referral. He looked through the documents and just replied, "She doesn't have a case. You own the IP." That's when I realized she hadn't updated the LLC filings. She just started trading under a new name without legally dissolving or buying me out. We were still 50/50 partners on paper. I filed an official grievance with the state business registry. A week later, her new brand site was marked as under review for legal ownership issues. I heard from mutual contacts that she was furious. Said I was trying to ruin her. I wasn't trying. I was just not rolling over. Then came the twist I didn't expect. One of our oldest clients, someone we'd worked with since year 4, called me. She said my wife had pitched her a private consulting deal using one of the back-end automation systems I had built. The problem? That system had a built-in tracker, and it still pinged my email. I logged in and saw everything: client login, purchase flow, custom variables I had coded myself. She had been reselling our old tools privately, using our server. I had full logs. I printed them out, 17 pages. I mailed them to my lawyer and to the state board handling small business disputes. Now I wasn't just dealing with a messy divorce. It was fraud. The fraud report triggered a full audit, not by the IRS, not yet, but by the state licensing board, because she had continued operating under the original LLC's EIN while pretending it was a new company. That's a violation in Oregon. Meanwhile, I stayed quiet. I didn't post anything. Didn't respond to the Instagram drama she tried to stir when she made a teary video about being attacked by a bitter ex. I let the paper trail speak. But I wasn't prepared for what came next. One of the freelancers she kept on, Brent, a quiet guy who used to manage our help desk, messaged me privately. He said, "I don't like what she did to you. I thought you should see this. He forwarded a Slack thread between her and her assistant. They were planning to sue me, not for damages, for harassment. She was building a fake narrative that I had hacked her systems and stalked her accounts. Except the logs were clean. Everything I accessed was legally mine.
Still, it scared me.
I met with a lawyer in Portland. Paid for the consultation with what was left from the Pay What You Want launch. He told me to be careful, but not to back down. Then he asked, "Do you want to press for ownership? You're still listed as 50% on the original LLC. That's leverage."
I thought about it.
She'd already erased me from everything. Told clients I had left. Lied about the product ownership. She wanted to be the face. So, I filed a formal demand for dissolution of the business, which meant she'd be forced to either buy me out or shut everything down. She responded by blocking me on everything. Then, 3 days later, I got an email. Not from her. From her mother.
Short. Cold.
"You're embarrassing yourself. Let it go." I didn't reply. 2 weeks later, I got a package at the motel. No return address. Inside, a flash drive and a post-it note that just said, "Thought you'd want this." The drive had old voice memos from when we were planning the business, her saying things like, "I couldn't do this without you," and "Just promise we'll always be partners." I still don't know who sent it, but I kept it, just in case. She still runs her new brand. New colors, new name, but the bones are all mine. Every time someone downloads one of those tools, they're using something I built. And yeah, sometimes I want to burn it all down. But I won't. Because in the end, I don't need to prove anything to her. She knows exactly what I did. She just doesn't want to admit it. And I think that's worse than anything I could have done back.